Moving along, because we're trying to preserve time here, is Keith King around yet?
He's right here.
Oh,
Thank
excellent.
You, first of all, Mike, okay?
Thank you very much, Mike.
Keith, you're on, okay? Keith went to my closet, and he picked up my tie. Not sure how he got in my closet, but let's get him his earplugs so he can defend himself.
Can't put those in my ears.
Okay?
Just for everybody out there, Keith is the Executive Director of the National Veterans Business Development Council, NVBDC, and he's live from Oceanside. And we're going to go to him shortly as soon as we get him hooked up here. Again, we are live Skyping from the 7th Annual Veterans and Small Business Summit in Oceanside, California. Can you hear me, Keith?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your organization.
The National Veteran Business Development Council is the national certification body for veteran-owned businesses and service-disabled veteran-owned businesses for American corporations.
I see. And what kind of opportunities do you have for veteran-owned businesses?
Well, we have opened an $80 billion market based on the goodwill and support of these corporations. And because of that, what we're really pushing very hard on is to get the veteran and disabled veteran businesses, one, to understand that there are new rules, a new chain of command, if you will. There's a new procedure involved in getting certified. And this certification level is different than what they may be used to, or different than what they expect. But again, it is demanded by the corporation so that they know that the veterans that they put into their supply chain, the companies that they put in, are in fact not only veteran-owned, but operated and controlled. And that's an issue that we have to deal with every day.
Excellent. What are some of the challenges that you face when trying to help out these veteran-owned businesses?
Well, for them to become prepared in the sense of not only their capability statement, but the ability to represent their company in a manner in which it shows a value to the corporation. What we tell people is being a veteran-owned business and even being certified by us really does two things. It was going to provide you access to these corporations, and through that access, opportunity. But the fact of the matter is that any time I talk to a veteran-owned business that uses the word set-aside or entitlement or sole source, that's pipe dream. That's stuff that happens, or at least is words that they use in the federal contracting space. That is simply not a part of the federal or part of the corporate supplier diversity efforts or their rules and regulations.
Excellent. Any questions for Keith, Al?
Well, first of all, Keith, thank you for coming. Now, where did you fly in from?
Detroit.
Detroit, okay. So we got them from all over. And Dave, we both can echo the recurring theme. Be prepared. Pre-position yourself. Use your federal veteran benefits, because that's access to capital. But if you go ill-prepared, what's going to happen? Nothing. If you want nothing to happen, do nothing to prepare. And actually, you know, going back to Kevin, is what we did. We're in the MAT 50, and we pre-deployed, not because we weren't prepared, but because we were prepared. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Absolutely right. Got to be prepared.
And that's what the summit, that's what VETS is about. That's what all these website live webcasts are. It's just because you're not here doesn't mean you can't hear us. So Dave, again, this was a great segment. You know, a little technical difficulty, but what we got out of that problem, Dave, is Barbara's going to be in your studio March 21st. I'll repeat this so she can review this later. Barbara Carson will be at the next live webcast in your studio.
Yep, that's March 22nd. You're absolutely right, Al. And I think
it 22nd or 21st?
I'm sorry, 21st. March 21st in the studio. And yeah, I concur with what you say about preparation. There's an old saying that preparation makes the dumb seem bright, the bright brilliant, and the brilliant steady. So it's key to everything in business. So I appreciate that input. And any more buyers out there you want to feature before we go to our closing sponsor?
Buyers, but they're talking to suppliers, and the last thing we want to do is separate the two.
Got it. Well,
But they're out there, and Keith's got one more thing to say.
oh, sure.
What I'd like your viewers to understand is that the corporations, what we call the goodwill of these corporations, to bring our veteran business owners into their supply chain is not only real, is not only happening today. This isn't a pipe dream. This isn't something going to happen. I can tell you, and if you want, I'll be more than happy to share the press release. Ford Motor Company spent $1.1 billion last year with our certified veterans.
Wow, look at that.
Now, we have guys that are doing over $400 million a year with Ford. We also have all of these other companies. If you look at the companies that are engaging us and have designated us as that certification body, and the amount of money now that they're actually spending with our certified veteran businesses, I can clearly tell you that this thing is now today. And if you want to work with corporates and work with the corporations, and you own a veteran-owned business, you're going to need to get certified, because self-certification is flat dying.
Well, that's key for everybody. You know, there's a lot of ways to get there. And the best way is to get there with somebody that knows the landscape. Otherwise, you can step on a lot of minefields, and you're clearing the minefields, what you're saying.
I don't like the analogy, but yes.
That's right. Analogy, there's a minefield out there, and you can step in it.
I have issues with minefields, but that's okay.
So Dave, once again, I think we got to get the word out. This will be published out there for the world to see. And I don't know what to say, Dave. I think the fact that everybody's come here because we pre-train them, here's a fact. I've asked some of the buyers, how many people have you seen, and what percentage of those guys are good and bad? There's about a 30% dead rate. In other words, they're ill-prepared, 10% success rate, and of that 50% solid, and they've secured 20% of that 50%, and they did a PO here today.
That's
20%,
excellent.
okay? And that's not a bad number.
Congratulations on a great show, Al. It looks like that you're really connecting the buyers and the suppliers, and the veteran-owned businesses are really benefiting from all your work. And how many people do you have out there again at the summit?
Well, we had over 800 registrants at the end of the day, coming in and going. We bought them lunch. Did you eat today?
I did.
Okay. Did you eat some more?
I will when we're done.
See, I got to force food down that road, Dave. That's our problem, okay?
I haven't missed a lot of meals, so I haven't missed a lot of meals.